Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can create an attractive female character in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I just noticed that I had only made a video on how to make an attractive male character on online. I'd never touched the female side. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using two different posts on the GTA forum site, both that I will leave a link to in the description, so you can check out for yourself and you can design some really cool male and female characters. Now, a couple things before we get into this. Number one, appearance, looks, and beauty is all subjective. What you might find beautiful or attractive, someone else might find really ugly. So keep that in mind. And even though you might not personally like the character that I've created, go down in the link in the description and you'll get some really helpful tips so that you can build your own. Now, before starting, you need to keep in mind what sort of character you want. What sort of style do you want your female to have? Do you want her to be a business girl, a party girl, a casual girl, a beach girl, something more chaotic or crazy? So definitely keep that in mind. And number two, before you get started, if you're not creating a new character for the first time, but rather customizing an existing one, you want to make sure you have all your features set to default or standard. So that way you know what a baseline character looks like, and you can build all the heritage and features off of that. So that's important to get started. Now, there's 5 things we're going to be going over today: heritage, features, appearance, apparel, and stats. And in that order is actually the most important too. So let's start with heritage, and we have mom and dad. So the heritage system is back, and it gives us 22 mom options and 24 dad options, which is pretty cool. So this new system indeed promises us a lot of variety with 528 different combinations, which is incredibly cool. So that means you're going to have a lot of different things that you can do. Now, for the female characters, you have Hannah, Isabel, Brianna, Evelyn, Violet, Nicole, Emma, Sophia, Elizabeth, Natalie, Camelia, Giselle, Grace, Jasmine, Ashley, Charlotte, Zoe, Olivia, and Misty. Now, once again, in the link in the description, you can go over all the different features of these different female characters. Some of them are way better than others. I have 3 personal favorites that I think can work for a lot of different characters. So the first one I like is Nicole. So Nicole is one of my favorites because she gives you white, clean skin, and her features are tiny and roundy, which is good for a female character, and it's also good for creating younger looking characters. So I'm a big fan of Nicole. The next one I really like is Sophia. So Sophia kind of gives you more of a redder skinned character, real similar to Nicole. Now, her ears are a bit bigger, but she has a natural smile, which looks really good in my opinion, especially for female characters. And then you have Misty. Now, Misty is one of the best in my opinion, gives you a paler look with tiny features, but her expression is of someone that wants to terminate you. So keep that in mind. Her lips have an oval form, almost circled, which is really great too. So once again, I will leave the full list of the female mom characters in the description. So if you want to play around with those, you can. Some are great for creating different races or different looks or something like that. So keep that in mind when you are playing around. After that, you have the dads. So as the dads, we have Alex, Ethan, Joshua, Anthony, Lewis, Vincent, Evan, John, Andrew, Daniel, Claude, Kevin, Adrian. We have Benjamin, Angel, Diego, Noah, Samuel, Santiago, Nico, Michael, Gabrielle, Juan, and Isaac. All right, let me go over some of my favorites. Alex is a really good one, especially for white characters. The only thing I don't like about Alex is some features like the nose are a little bit rough, so you will have to keep that in mind. Now, one of the best in my opinion is actually John Marston, believe it or not. This is one of the best choices, has average features and wide eyes. Now, the nose is a little bit longer, but that is something you can adjust a little bit later on. So I am actually a big fan of John. Another good one is Adrian. Adrian's a good compliment. Doesn't have that ugly jawline, but the worried look doesn't look all that great either. Now, if you're looking for more of an aged character, Juan is probably the best. It's skinnier than the rest and has more wrinkles. And another good one is Isaac, another good option for aged characters. But this one's more for males because you have that wider jawline. So that right there should give you a pretty good idea of the characters you want to choose. Now, I ended up going with Sophia, and then I ended up going with John. I felt like that gave me a pretty good combination of the type of female character that I wanted to go for. Now, what about resemblance and skin tone? These are the bars that you can slide back and forth. So dragging the bar to the left resembles the mom, while dragging the bar to the right resembles the dad. Now, the best, in my opinion, of what you can do is keep it in the middle, but slightly more to the mom side. In my experience, it's better having more resembled moms for females and dads for males. Although, again, if you're in the middle, you should be pretty good. Now, as far as skin tone goes, this is just whatever you prefer. If your mom is white, but your dad is black, you can choose to have whatever you want. If you want to get sort of a mix in the middle, you can do that as well. All right, moving on to the next thing we're going to be going over today, and that is features, which gives you a lot of customization to your character. Now, a lot of the 11 options we're going to be looking at will have a 5x5 grid that will allow you to modify those features. So for example, the eyebrow allows you to go up, down, in, and out, while the eyes allow you to go squint and wide. So some of them will only be 2 things that you can vary. Some of them will be 4 things that you can vary. So the 11 options are eyebrows, eyes, nose, nose profile, nose tip, cheekbones, cheeks, lips, jaw, chin profile, and chin shape. So it's a little bit difficult to tell you which one of these you should do and which one you should modify, because this is going to be all up to the female character that you end up creating. The type of style they want, the type of lifestyle that they have. My best suggestion here is just don't break the character. Like, you can really do some broken things, literally, like you can break their nose, you can, make them have like a square box face. And obviously if you do that, it's not going to look all that great. In fact, a lot of them, like nose tip, I almost wouldn't even recommend changing. It looks pretty good by default. Now, there are some things you can do, like cheekbones and cheeks. If you want to go for a more puffed out look, then you should go with out. If you want to go for more gaunted cheeks, then you should go for in. And then that brings us to appearance. So once again, this is all going to vary based off of the style that you want. There's a lot of different things that you can do here, like modifying the hair, eyebrows, skin blemishes, skin aging, skin complexion, moles and freckles, skin damage, eye color, eye makeup, blusher, and lipstick. So there's a lot of these on this list that you can really choose whatever you want. I would say hair, eyebrows, your eye color, your eye makeup, blusher, and lipstick. They're all really going to be up to you. There are a couple that I would avoid, that I just wouldn't even touch. The first is skin blemishes. This is an extra detail that I really don't think is necessary. Maybe if you're going for an older character, it might work, but it really is going to have a negative impact on the, beauty of your character. Same with skin aging as well. Unless you're going for an older character, I really wouldn't put this on. It's not going to do a whole lot here. And then skin damage as well. Only touch this for older characters. This is more of like a texture, and having it none is better for the aesthetics anyways. So I wouldn't necessarily touch skin damage at all. All right, moving on to blush. One tip I want to give you is use lower opacity the whiter your character is. So if you have a darker character, you're going to want to use higher opacity. If you have a whiter character, you're going to want to use lower opacity. And same thing for the lipstick. If you have a lighter color, you want to use softer, less opacity colors. If you have a darker color, you want to go maybe something more shiny, more bright with tons of gloss. So that's what I can recommend for you right there. Now, after that, you have apparel. Now, there's not much to say here because it really only allows you to choose a base outfit. And there's 8 different styles, each one of them having different outfit. And I'm really not a huge fan of these. I would just recommend once you get into the game, you go to the clothing store and you go ahead and end up designing your own outfit. And then after that, you have stats. Now, for me, I couldn't actually modify the stats. Maybe it's because my character wasn't brand new. So if you are at the point where you can modify stats, that's where you would choose the various things that you would want to do to your character, whether making them fast or whatever the case is. That's something you could modify. So that right there is how you can make an attractive female character in Grand Theft Auto Online. What I'm going to do right now is just put some photos on the screen of characters that players have created from this thread to give you a good idea of the sort of things that they can come up with and the sort of things that they have created as well. So once again, I will leave a link in the description if you want to check this out for yourself. I'm using 2 threads and it was incredibly easy. If I can do it, that means that you guys can do it in a relatively easy time as well. And this guide was incredibly helpful because it is easy to get lost when creating a character. And most of the times, a lot of people aren't really thinking when they're doing this. They're just kind of flying through it to get onto the gameplay. But if you actually take your time, just 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, you can really create an attractive character that I know will look good and will definitely be way better than just rushing through it, picking random various options. So once again, I'll leave a link to those in the description. You can check it out for yourself if you are interested. That's how you can create an attractive female character in Grand Theft Auto Online. Anyways, I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So I don't know if you can post photos in the comments. Maybe reach out to me on Twitter if you feel like you have an attractive female character. Let me know. I'd love to see that on my Twitter account. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.